with Clarko. Today we're going to talk about the step-by-step guide on how to assemble a sweep pump or a Ford BA, BF, BG power steering pump to your Ford overhead cam. This is the kit. This is the deluxe kit where you get the bracket, the bolts and the pulley, or if you get the POV pack you will still get the bracket, the bolts, and you'll get a spigot. So enjoy the step-by-step guide on how we assemble. Okay, if you've opted for the POV pack, this is what you get. Now, be specific on which POV pack kit you are after. If you're after the POV pack to suit the sweep power steering pump, you have to make sure you get the correct spigot. Now, there are two little spigots here. One has a 3/4 hole for the shaft, and one is a 5/8 one. The 5/8 one is for the sweep power steering pump. The 3/4 is for your Falcon BF BG pump. So make sure you get the right one. So what we're going to do, we're going to assemble it to a Ford BF pump, so we don't need the sweep one. So we're going to use the 3/4 shaft one. So we also need, this is just an old plastic power steering pump pulley off like an EL or something like that. The BFs and BGs are a smaller one, so the ELs are a larger one. So what we need to do is step one, we need a plastic pulley and we need the spigot. Step two, I've just got the plastic pulley and the spud in a vise, and I'm going to press the spud into the plastic power steering pulley. These are a press fit, so all we do is once we've got it all lined up, all we do is just give the handle a crank and press it in. So with a little bit of oil on the aluminium shaft, we have now pressed that little spud into the plastic pulley. Now for the next step. Now that we've got our pulley, we have to assemble it to the power steering pump. It is recommended that you use the appropriate power steering pulley puller arrangement, so this will get, so that hole there gets pressed onto that shaft. Once the pulley is attached, we can just, using one of the bolts that's supplied, we put a bolt through the front with the washer to make sure that the pulley never comes off the shaft. Next step is we will mount our bracket to the original bracket that was on the head, so we mount the new one to it. So we put the bottom bolt in first and lock it up. Then we just go through and mount the other bolts to the bracket, and then we just do it up with a spanner. So all the bolts should then be used up. Simple as that. Then all we do is just install the fan belt. And there we've got our factory standard plastic pulley with a spigot and the bracket with your BF or sweep power steering pump all mounted to your Ford overhead cam engine.